Okay, we are recording. Please introduce yourself, Doug, and welcome to this English conversation, everyone. You'll be your recorder for tonight, and Doug will be our presenter. So feel free, my friend. It's all your space.
Thank you, João. So, as everyone know, Renato won't be present today, so I brought some content for this conversation today. Uh, and the subject is AI and LangChain4J. Okay, so I will start reading that first page, and then uh, we we choose another one for reading. Okay. So, what is artificial intelligence? Let's start about neural network. An artificial neural network is a computational model inspired by the biological structure of the human brain. It consists of layers of interconnected mathematical neurons that process information. The main goal is to allow the computer to learn how to recognize complex patterns from data, rather than just following rigid programming rules, such as traditional if-else statements. These networks are organized into three main parts: the input layer, which receives raw data like text or pixels; the hidden layers, where the reasoning happens through weight and probability calculations; and the output layer, which delivers the final result, such as sentence translations or image classifications. So everyone wants to talk about neural network. So let's go ahead. Leandro, could you please read the next sentence, please? Leandro, are you there?
You can read if you allow.
Yeah, cause Leandro I think is on mobile, not on the computer.
No problem. So
I,
everyone,
I mean,
the
I mean
next.
Bobo as well. So let me start. Machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that allows computers to learn tasks without being explicitly programmed with fixed rules for every situation. Instead of developer, Instead of a developer writing thousands of lines or ETLs code, they provide large volumes of data to an algorithm. This algorithm identifies patterns and correlations within data, creating a mathematical model that can make decisions or predictions about the new information it has never seen before.
Okay, thank you. So what about the next sentence? Anyone can read it? Beatrice, are you there?
She's muted and deafened. She will not be able to hear you, Doug. Nobody here at the the meeting actually. So I
No,
can
sure.
so I can go. I can read the next one about artificial intelligence.
Okay, go ahead.
So artificial intelligence or AI or EA, which actually should be inverted. E, but anyway,
Hey,
is formally defined as the field of computer science dedicated to creating systems capable of simulating human cognitive process, such as perceptions and decision making. Within the vast domain, machine learning represents the statistical and algorithmic paradigm where task performance improves through experience and exposure to large volumes of data rather than relying on deterministic logical programming. Uh, the next one, the artificial neural network in turn constitutes the fundamental infrastructure of deep learning, operating a multi-layered mathematical models inspired by neurobiological architecture. They act as today's most sophisticated in quotes engine to their ability to extract high-level representations of unstructured data, allowing tools like LangChain4J to integrate to complex intelligence into Java applications through abstractions and undefined APIs.
Okay, so I will read the next. LLM, large language model. LLM or double LM, large language models, are massive scale artificial intelligence models based on deep neural networks, specifically designed to understand, generate, and process human large language contextually. They represent the states of the art in machine learning, being trained on gigantic volumes of textual data to identify complex linguistic patterns, which allows them to perform tasks ranging from simple translation to generating program code. In Java ecosystems, tools like LangChain4J have emerged to simplify the integration of these powerful models, offering an abstraction layer that allows developers to switch between different LLM providers, such as OpenAI or Google Vertex AI, in a transparent and unified manner. So everyone can read the next sentence.
Hello, everyone. I can read.
So
Can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yep.
RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. I guess it's augmented, right? Oh, the title is this. It's a technique that extends LLM capabilities by allowing the model to consult external and private data sources before generating a response, solving the issue of models lacking access to up to date or company specific information. The process works by retrieving relevant documents from a knowledge base, typically stored in embedding stores such as Pinecone or Milvus, and injecting this context directly into the prompt sent to the neural network. Within the LangChain 4J ecosystem, the framework drastically simplifies RAG implementation for Java developers by offering ready-to-use components that manage everything from data vectorization to the final search and response orchestration.
Great. So anyone can read about introduction from LangChain4J.
I can.
So go ahead.
Lang LangChain4J began development in early 2023 amid the ChatGPT hype. So they noticed a lack of Java counterparts to the numbers, Python, and JavaScript libraries and frameworks. And in order to fix that, LangChain4J was created. Although LangChain is the name, the project is a fusion of ideas and concepts. LangChain, Haystack, Lemma, Llama Index, the broader community. So I remember at first the Python EA it was so advanced and they came up with the LangChain4J as the Mestre Isidro show us I don't
Yes,
know a fortnight ago.
part of the material comes from Isidro presentations from last year. So today I text him asking for his material from Quarkus Club event last year. It was in April or May, I don't remember exactly. So like I said, part of the material is coming from his presentation, but another part is coming from LangChain4J documentation. So, if there is no problem, we'll read the next sentence, okay? So the goal of LangChain4J is to simplify integrating LLMs into Java applications. Unified APIs, LLM providers like OpenAI or Google Vertex AI, and embedding vector stores such as Pinecone and Milvus. Use proprietary APIs. LangChain4J offers an unified API to avoid the need for learning and implementing specific APIs for each of them. To experiment with different LLMs or embedding stores, you can easily switch between them without the need to rewrite your code. LangChain4J currently supports over 20 popular LLMs providers and over 30 embedding stores. That's true. If I have time, today, I would like to show you guys a POC that I've made last year. So I was using LangChain4J to make my Java application connect to OpenAI LLM. It was incredible and simple to make your AI agents. But let's go ahead.
I noticed that it's very similar to JPA integration.
Yes, yes.
That's so
So
easy.
yeah, yeah, it's just two or three classes. One's to make some settings of your connection. So which LLM provider you want to connect. So you provide your API key, the model you want to use, and other steps. And then you have an interface when you put your prompt. So in there you can specify the personality of your AI agent. So how he's going to work and the user prompt. So you have with a small part of code, you can do a lot of things. Otherwise, you that's not the end. You have to do a lot of things in your application. It's not only to make your AI agents. But the problem is, how are you going to send your instructions to the AI agents, and what are you gonna do with the response? That's is the big challenge. So anyone can read the next sentence.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Comprehensive toolbox. Since early 2023, sorry, the community has been building numerous LLM powered applications, identifying common abstractions, patterns, and techniques. LangChain4J has redefined this into a ready-to-use package. Our toolbox includes tools ranging from low-level prompt templating, memory management, and function calling to high-level patterns like agents and RAG. For each abstraction, we provide an interface along with multiple ready-to-use implementations based on common techniques. Whether you're building a chatbot or developing a RAG with a complete pipeline from data ingestion to retrieval, LangChain4J offers a wide variety of options.
Great. So anyone can read the next sentence.
Oh boy, here we go. So, levels
Go
of
ahead.
abstractions. LangChain4J operates on two levels of abstraction. The first one, the low level. At this level, you have the most freedom and access to all of the low level components, such as chat model, user message, AI message, embedding store, embedding, and etc. These are the primitives, in quotes, of your LLM powered application. You have a complete control over how to combine them, but you will need to write more glue code. And the high level. At this level, you interact with the LLM using high level APIs like AI services, which hides all the complexity and the boilerplate for you. You still have the flexibility to adjust and fine tune the behavior, but it is done in a declarative manner.
Great.
So, yeah.
So, João, can you explain that picture? It comes from the last sentence.
Okay, so it's divided in two bigger blocks, which is then there is a separation of chains and AI services, where the left side explains like the basic usage, which I guess would be the high level maybe, with the language models, prompt templates, output, parsers, and memory. And actually, I inverted the basics from the high level, and from the right side, the HAG might be the low level, which is the document loaders, document splitters, embedding models, and embedding stores.
Yeah, basically, if you want to make a rag into your application, in order to avoid lacks of LLM models, so you can do it with LangChain4J. But if you want to simple use it, so you can use it the basic no, I'm sorry, the basic level, which is the high level. So we're going to the last two pages. So LangChain4J library structure. Anyone can read it?
Beatriz, Leandro, feel free.
I was going to say that. Sorry.
Beatriz is unmuted now, so go ahead, read it.
So, well, LangChain4J library structure. LangChain4J features a modular design comprising the LangChain core module, which defines core abstractions such as set model and embed and store, and their APIs. The main LangChain4J module, containing useful tools like documents loader, chat memory implementation, as well as a high-level feature like AI services. A wide array of Lang4Chain modules, each providing integration with various LMs, providers, and embedding stores into Lang4J. You can use the LangChain4J integration modules independently for additional features. Simply import the main Lang4Chain dependency.
Okay, great. Use cases. Beatriz, are you there? You wanna read
Yes,
some?
I forgot to unmute. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. So go ahead.
Use cases. You want to implement a custom AI-powered chatbot that has access to your data and behaves the way you want it. Customer support chatbot that can politely answer customer questions or take change, cancel orders. Educational assistants that can teach various subjects, explain unclear parts, anxious uses understanding or knowledge. You want to process a lot of unstructured data, files, web pages, etc., and extract structured information from them. For example, extract insights from customer reviews and support chat history. Extract interesting information from the websites of your competitors. Extract insights from CVs of job applicants.
Great, thank you. So anyone can read the last two sentences? So I'll do it, no problem. You want to generate information, for example, emails tailored for each of your customers, content for your app, website, blog posts, stores. You want to transform information, for example, summarize, proof, proofread and rewrite, or translate. So guys, I've made that small content today because I wanted to show you the POC. But I will finish some settings. I will access my another computer to do that. So I will stop this streaming of my screen, okay? So let's talk a little. What is your experience using AI agents in Java application or another or another language, another programs, platforms, whatever? Do you have any experience?
Basically, little to none. The only implementation that I've done in the past was like implemented the OpenAI usage inside an ASP.NET Core web API. Now, a company that I used to work. Nothing that fancy. But I'm really interested to see your POC with LangChain4J. Because it seems like some abstraction of an abstraction. And people say, hey, Java is verbose. No, this is a proof that Java is not verbose. It's easy to use.
Yes, indeed. Just give me a couple of moments. I will open any desk.
I have no experience in Link4j or integrate AI in the applications because I didn't figure out yet why to use this in the application that I work. But I see this subject is getting more and more stronger every day. So it's a thing that I need to study and try to figure out something to implement in the application. Not the application that I work, but just a application for studying. That's important. Currently, I'm just skipping all the AI stuff because I hear it a lot. And becomes like too much for me.
Yeah, I'll tell my experience actually. To make that POC, I just have the specs of what I wanted to do, but I had no idea how to do that. So I also used the AI to help me, and it was in. So where is the resolution? So I also have to change
Well,
the yeah.
I've never worked with AI development in Java, and talked about it, about using in some solutions, but I was not um, able to develop it because I didn't go ahead with the project. I don't know if I'm talking right. Okay, I'm just trying. But well, I didn't know that was so easy to use to implement something in Java with LangChain4J. So I'm really interested in see the talk too.
Yes. Oh, thank you guys. So as you can see, is a Mac OS Access, another Mac OS. So I don't have two Macs just just to make it clear. So my main computer is a Mac, but the another one is a Hackintosh. I don't know if you heard that term before or didn't have any experience using Hackintosh. Have you ever heard about it?
The only thing that I know about is you have too much money and too much patience because you have a real Mac and you have the patience to install macOS in a non-official Apple computer. So congrats.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, uh, I have a desktop with a hardware compatibility with a Mac Pro, and I spent a couple of weeks, not exact, not exactly a couple of weeks, just a couple of days to make my EFI. And the EFI defines how your hardware will work, and I've made installation. So it was running macOS Ventura at this moment. I will try to upgrade to Sonoma or Sequoia. I don't know, but everything works pretty fine. So I have access to all of macOS features like AirDrop, continuity, handoff. I do everything with this Hackintosh. But of course, I don't have a webcam because it's a desktop, it's not a notebook. So that's why I've bought a Mac. So I had a pretty good experience using macOS. So I've decided to buy one. It's quite expensive, but worth it.
As long
So
as not
guys,
it's not Windows, you are welcome, mate.
um, how can I say? After you get inside Unix universe like Linux or Mac OS, any Linux distribution, and you get used to it, you don't want to get back to Windows anymore. I still have Windows on this desktop, but only to play some games.
I had no idea that you could do like a dual boot in a adding a Hackintosh. That's interesting.
So that's not hard to do. But you have to do a lot of things, like make your ACPI table is not hard to do. Mount your file, map your USB ports, get your kernel extensions. So it's like Windows drivers. In Linux, they say it's a module to describe a driver to communicate to your hardware. In the Mac universe, they call it kernel extensions. So you have to know how your hardware works basically. For an example, which comes after boot first? Is a video graphics or USB or your Wi-Fi card? So, but you find that information on Reddit or GitHub discussion. If you're more interested, I suggest you to check it out on Open Core project. With that tool, you can make your API. So, API, no, I'm sorry, EFI. And then as you can work your EFI, it runs totally vanilla to your hardware. I have my EFI on my GitHub. I can send you the link after that meeting if you are interested. But it works pretty well. I nothing to complain, but it doesn't work like a Mac. For an example, in native Mac hardware, I can make some uh, iPhone screen mirroring, so I can manipulate my iPhone by my Mac. So it's quite important to my job. So I provide services for omni-channel platform, which provides an app. So every single days I have meetings with my clients. So I use my phone, my iPhone a lot, so I need to show the app for them. But talk is cheap. Show me the bloody code. So here's the project. Let me stop it. So LangChain4J is just that LangChain config. There is no much code. It's quite easy to use it. And then I have two another classes to work with LangChain. First one, AI form analyzer service. Here I have my prompt. Here I have my AI personality. So what's the goal of this AI agent? Is to get metadata from a legacy system to like order documents. So I have that structure. I made it in proposal. I made a simulation of a legacy system. It runs in another Java API, but not using AI. I get that information and store in a Redis database. AI will check all of the metadata and goes to a website like a city major site, and directly on the page you input that orders. It takes all of the HTML content, and AI make a match, a parse by God damn it, I don't know how to say in English, only Portuguese, but I'll try to do my best. So it check if it seems like every field. And then I have a robot here using Selenium service, and Selenium service starts getting that information from my legacy system, which starts in a Redis queue. And with that information that my agent AI made it of the two systems, it will say how the robot should work. So I'll take it information from a legacy system and fill the fields in another system. Okay, so I have that code. I have a lot of Selenium code here. So I have mapping class to describe how to do a mapping is instruction, mapping response, how it should work, list range mapping. And finally, I have Selenium service. It will open the browser, access an internet address, and fill the fields. That address is running in a React server. So I've made all of the bridges here to make that POC. Any questions so far? You understand what I said, guys?
Quickly.
Okay. So on Docker, I have it. Redis. I will stop it. I will start it. I have that Docker image, which runs my legacy system. I will stop it. I will start it. And I also have the React project. So now what I should do? My Docker images are okay, fine. I will start the project. Everything is going well. Okay. my Docker images, and my React server. Okay, now that page is running in that address. Let me open my browser to show you how the page is. It's a simple page. So the goal is the fields here, like ID emissor, ID do cliente, série, número, data de emissão, is quite different. The property name is quite different from my legacy system. So I don't want to do that parse by hard coded. So I want to delegate it to my AI agent to do that for me. Okay, so I will access now my OpenJarvis control panel. And now I will start the robot. After starting, some logs will appear and show it there is an order to be sent. And then the page will be opened again and everything will be fulfilled. Okay? And voila. I have everything here filled. And then, guys, after, so, no, I don't have the file here. After that process, the order document will be showed, and Selenium will save it in PDF format into my hard drive. It will take 10 seconds. And voila, the file is here. Any questions, guys?
No, that's a cool use AI.
Yeah, in my opinion, when we working with AI agents, we have some. I have some advice, some tips for you. AI won't solve all the problems, so everyone thinks an AI agent will solve everything they want. Will work for 10, 20, 30 professionals. No, that's not true. For me, in my opinion, it's just for me, okay? AI agents just have to do small tasks, but that small tasks will, if made by a human, will take a lot of time. So it's like manufacturing work. This kind of tasks, when we don't have any if in the middle of the process, we can delegate it to an AI agent. So I don't know if you agree with me, but in my opinion, AI agent is not a solution for everything or any problem for we have in our lives or in our professional tasks, daily tasks.
It's like a facilitator, not a magic solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a
So
technical doubt. Why did you use Redis to enqueue the documents, not like a random queue or instance of SQS?
I wanted to learn Redis. So
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I just, like I said, I just have the specs. I had no idea how to do that, how to code it. So I asked ChatGPT, so be my architect, my instructor, my professor, my professor, my tech lead, and I want to do something with that aspects. So I had hours of brainstorm before coding. So just just check it out how it works. I like it was 8 or 7 o'clock my first day on this project. So I spent the whole night brainstorming with AI before coding. It brings me a lot of solutions, but I said I want to use Redis. I want to use a legacy system with no user interface, just store the data. And that is fine. So I use Postgre and Java with Spring Boot. And then I said, I want to send that data into Redis. And then my AI agent should read that Redis data and matches with the HTML pages. So, and brings me back JSON file only. So I will try to do something with my application. So I just want you to parse the data, the metadata.
Really nice. So, guys, I have no idea if anyone would like to complement anything to the dog's presentation. Any doubts? Because we are already running out of time. Renato asked me for only 40 minutes of recording.
44 minutes, so we have just 1 minute, guys. If you have any questions, that's the time. There's no turning back.
Oh, congratulations. It was
Thank
a
you.
good project.
So I wanted to bring talk today, not only just the content. So it's something fun to see. So some example. I hope you can. I hope you guys. This project can give you some ideas for the future.
Really nice.
I guess that AI allows to work very well with dynamicity. You know, you got a lot of information and transform it in a lot of other how do I say, other other way grouped information, right? You did a translation, right? And it was done very well. If we would do it without AI, it would be a hard work, right? I guess
Yes.
because you
Yeah.
have to look to each name of each campo. How do I say?
Field.
Each field, right? So it would be very complex.
Yes. Just think about it. So today you have the you can make the parse manually. There's no problem. That's no problem about it. But if tomorrow that system got a new release and the field's name changes, and here's another example. If you want to put your software to work with different systems, different websites, so you need a parse for each of them. So that's a
Yes.
we
And one question.
we can feel it.
Your decision about oh, is this field or not the decision that the AI takes? Can it be like permitted? I don't know how to say. Um, I want to know if I can control how prestige have to be. You know the
The prompt.
decision.
I'll share my screen again.
Okay, please.
You do it in your prompt. So here, this class AI Form Analyzer Service, you put all of your system prompts. So you have two notations. System message. It's defining how your agent will work. So you can put your precision here. Like you can give informations. You can use RAG to fill to help that annotation to work better. And then here I have the system message. It's like, which message are you going to send to ChatGPT, for an example? Here's the annotation. So I use some macros here, like HTML content. It Selenium service will bring it and send it to AI as well. So with that information, my agent will return a JSON data to be filled. So the precision, you can use it here on system message, or you can use it
Oh,
somewhere.
good. Very
So
good.
as you can see, this is the core of my AI agent. Just one interface. So there's no excuses, guys, for you to work with LangChain4J. It's quite simple to integrate it in your application. The main challenge is not build your AI agent, is how you're gonna send the information to your AI agent, and how are you gonna to work with that response information. That's the main challenge. So Luis is here at the end of the presentation. Welcome, Luis.
Hello, how are you doing?
We're fine. How about you?
I'm here just for the final thoughts.
Okay. So we were talking about my talk.
Let me
We
ask you something, Douglas, please.
Go ahead.
Uh, how expensive it will be running this application for 1,000 euros, for example?
Uh, I need some improving on my prompt or using a cheaper model. So it costs 1 penny of dollar for every request. I've made some mathematical calculations, and it brings me the result: 1 penny for every request. So if you scaled to corporate environment, it will cost a lot. So you need some improvements, like once you made that parse, don't use the AI agents again. Only use it when you don't have the information or parse information. I can use some rag for that. I can store or embedding in AI vector database like Oracle database to avoid costs. So it was just a POC. It needs a lot of improvements. One of these improvements is just what I say. Uh, once is made a request, once is parse is done, don't use AI agent only for new requests, for new websites, new systems, something like this. But I think with a better prompt, you save some money. So are you thinking to develop some AI agents for yourself?
No, I just figuring out how to implement this the application on my company.
Okay.
The company that I work, not my company. But uh, when I'm learning something, I want to implement in the application that I work every day. And that's
Okay.
the one. And I don't know uh, for the costs if the manager, the board of directors will allow to do this because yeah, it's very expensive. We have like hundreds of thousands of users, and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out just a point that I can integrate the Lang4J to facilitate some work. I don't
Okay.
know because everything you showed to us, you could do by your hand. I think
Yes.
you don't. You didn't need AI agents to do this job, but for learning reasons, you prefer to use.
Yes.
And yet I'm figuring out how do I implement this in the application that I. But you liked my thoughts with this presentation. Thank you, Douglas. It was
Oh,
amazing.
true. But let me tell you something. The idea of this POC, it comes from my daddy's job. You know, he put some other informations in a quiet old system. It doesn't support robots. It doesn't support anything. It's a Microsoft Access farm system. So it will everything is built on Access. So it's a quiet old system. And as he put information into the system, he needs to repeat the same operation on city's major website. So I told him, why don't we make a robot to do that job? What do you think? So it doesn't it didn't work there actually. At the middle time, I was thinking about some improvements, and I came back to work, so I didn't have any time to improve that robot. But talking about your job, there's a lot of models to be used. Some models works with a high complexity, like GPT Pro, uh, and otherwise there's small models like GPT Nano, which quite cheaper than GPT Pro. But it depends how complex is your operations or on AI agents. That's a question it's only you can answer by building your specifications for your AI agent. It's some if I'll give you some example of complex operation. It's like um for your seller sales team, they goes to a meeting with a client and get some information. So they need to fill their CRM system. Why don't they send an audio to an WhatsApp chat bot, and this chat bot will identify the valuable information to fill your CRM. So see how complex this scenario is. You have a chatbot, you will have an AI agent translating the audio, get information, taking valuable information, fulfilling the CRM, and asking more question to the seller like, would you I've seen some opportunity here, so would you like to schedule another meeting with that client? The problem, as you said to me, can be solved by doing this. The AI agent can give you the information. That is a hypothetical scenario, but it can we can see some complex prompt the AI agent has to do. So it will be expensive. You will need a powerful model to perform this. But some operations like that can help the employees to work faster. And you can use it just like a GPT Nano, or you can run your LLM model inside your computer, but you needs a lot of hardware for that.
It was a great example. Thank you, Douglas.
Well, thank you. So do you think run a local LLM model in your computer to do some tests? What do you think?
I don't know yet. I'm
Yeah, you
discovering this new world of AI.
you will need a lot of hardware to do that, dude.
I think the
I don't,
company has this.
no, I'm just telling you, I don't want you to be upset of that, but you need something like 32 gigabytes of RAM memory. You need a powerful video graphic card like RTX uh, 7060 to perform well. You can do it with less hardware, but it will takes more energy. Your computer will not be able to do anything else while the LLM model is running. And of course, you will need a Linux environment. I've tried to do with my Hackintosh. And with every prompt I sent to the AI, my computer was like an airplane trying to fly. It was so noisy. You have no idea. I will try to run some local models on my Mac in a couple of weeks. So I have a lot of hardware here. I have a neural processor. I have a lot of hardware to perform that. So that's another reason I've brought a Mac.
Cool. I think another way to do this is by renting a machine on AWS or Azure. These
Yes.
providers
Oh,
is
yes. It's a trade-off.
incentivizing us.
It's a trade-off. You um, buying credits on GPT or Gemini or whatever, you will pay only for the tokens. By hosting on cloud, having your model by cloud hosted, you will pay a lot of machine usage. So it's a trade-off. It's a different kind of cost. So some studies in it to brings you the result you need. Luis, last year you told us the company work runs Oliama cloud based. So bring us some experience. It was working well. Do you know anything about costs?
You mean the models that my company is running?
Yeah.
We're actually I don't know about costs. We have and I think a server, an i9 computer running some models just for one application, and then we have some other models running on Azure, and we are using more these Azure models now. So I'm not allowed to see all the costs, but I know that it's very cheap because the company, lots of people wanted the IT coordinator to buy ChatGPT for everyone, but we know that lots of people, once they have the paid version, they don't really use. They don't use every day. So instead, they created this our own ChatGPT. We have Open Web UI, that is an interface very similar to ChatGPT. We have the Llama models, GPT 5.2. We have Gemini 3 Pro. We have lots of good models, but running on Azure. So the cost is very, it's like 10% of the cost that we would have if we bought ChatGPT for everyone. That's it. I know that's near 10%.
So how those models work? They respond well. They respond like a GPT model like what?
Yeah,
What
very similar. And you know about Cloud Code, for example, if you use the chat and you code something and you can see even a preview, this Open Web UI interface, you also have this preview feature. So it's very good. Works very well.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
So Renato is here. Renato, I'm so sorry to take more time. You sent me content for 1 hour, so I took more time. I had to show my POC. You've seen this last year, so I hope you're not angry with me. I don't know if Renato is there. He's
I
in mute.
think he's angry because he's not talking, but jokes aside,
Yeah.
time is up, guys. I will switch a bit to Portuguese. And obrigado, Doug, cara, a apresentação foi maneira pra caraca. Ver um pouquinho de
Pô,
código,
cara,
cara.
obrigado.
Como eu realmente não imaginava de ser uma parada tão simples, assim, fazer implementação com Java e IA, cara. Pô,
Cara, é muito legal. Mas é aquela coisa que eu falei, cara, o problema não é você construir o agente. Tipo assim, você pode já ter um preview do que é o seu agente, você mexendo com os prompts no GPT da vida. Você já define como que você usa as coisas ali. Agora o problema é como você manda e como você vai trabalhar com as coisas que vêm do agente. Aí é que onde o calo aperta, viu?
eu diria que o calo aperta em como conseguir pagar pela chave, cara, da API Key. Mesmo os bundles mais baratos, como.
Eu vou ser bem sincero, cara, eu tô com US$ 5 aqui desde o ano passado.
Ah, porque ah, tá, é centavo de dólar, chega a ser
Centavo.
fração. Eu pensei que fosse tipo assim, caraca.
Um penny, 1 centavo, entendeu? Dá mais ou menos cada requisição. Isso porque meu código tá porco, cara. Tipo assim, se eu melhorasse mais esse código, eu podia reduzir pra caramba, cara, o custo. Então, assim, tipo, tem uma penca de modelo. Eu tava conversando com o professor Isidro uns tempo atrás e falei, pô, como é que diminui um pouco esse custo aí, cara? Ele falou, cara, usa o GPT Nano. Ele falou, GPT Nano, cara, eu gero imagem, eu faço um monte de coisa, tudo isso daí. E, cara, eu tô há 4, 5 meses com 5 doletas lá carregado na OpenAI. Eu falei, caramba.
Pô, sabe de algo, Isidro, pô, passa uma call dessa.
O que que ele não sabe?
Exato, mas mas faz perguntar isso, que ele não sabe. Ah,
É,
pessoal,
pois
só pra fechar aqui, a pedido do Renato, galera, dia 7 a gente vai ter um evento que é como impulsionar a carreira internacional aqui na comunidade mesmo, no dia 7, sábado, às 16 horas. No canal do YouTube também vai ser transmitido pelo LinkedIn. Se tudo der certo, o chat vai estar liberado de primeira, não vai ter os problemas técnicos que a gente teve da última vez. Vai ser palestrada pela. Cara, eu tô morrendo de sono, tô já meio perdido com as coisas. Pela Marília Cecília Barreira. Caraca, eu não tô conseguindo nem ler o nome da mulher, gente, perdão. Maria Cecília Carreira Bezerra. Então, conto com vocês lá. Impulsionar a comunidade. Pô, fico feliz que hoje entrou uma galera em relação aos últimos encontros. Tá ganhando forma em relação a 2025. Então.
Ah, cara, sempre
Tá bacana.
tá junto aí,
Menos
cara.
Douglas convocou, todo mundo aparece, né? Aí já sabe,
Quem
Renatão.
dera, cara, quem dera.
É
Douglas,
exatamente isso.
pô, quando eu ia começar a tentar falar inglês, os caras trocou pro português. Mas assim, parabéns, Douglas. Ele já tinha apresentado esse projeto ano passado, né? E aí eu queria saber se você tem continuado aí estudando e aplicou em outras coisas também, Doug. É a minha pergunta que eu ia fazer, tá? Mas aí, enfim.
Eu fiz um outro software com a gente de IA. Olha a treta. Eu sou arquivista de uma banda sinfônica. O maestro me mandou mais de 15 músicas e falou, cara, isso tem que ficar pronto até o final de semana. Ele mandou sábado passado. E assim, eu com um monte de coisa pra fazer, putz, só tive tempo de olhar na terça-feira. Aí eu comecei a fazer e falei, cara, isso aqui dá uma coisa boa. Daí eu peguei no Gemini, joguei uma grade lá que tinha mais de 100 páginas. Eu falei, você consegue separar a parte do maestro e a parte de individual dos instrumentos? Ah, eu consigo sim. Eu falei, então separa desse daqui, deixa eu ver. Daí ele separou tudo certinho. Daí eu falei, quer saber? Eu vou fazer um software em Java com LangChain4J para fazer isso daí para mim. Então eu só construí uma interface CLI por enquanto. Mas assim, basicamente, o meu software Java manda o arquivo para IA e a IA me devolve um JSON com o nome da música certinho, o nome do arranjador e as partes no formato map, lá, chave e valor, com o nome do instrumento e as páginas que é. Daí depois, eu esqueci o nome da dependência da pasta, acho que é PDF, alguma coisa assim. Ele vai e faz o slice para mim e me devolve tudo já separadinho, tipo, o trampo que eu demoraria dias para fazer, eu faço em 5 minutos agora. Então,
Interessante.
assim,
Isso é
cara,
bem legal.
é que nem o Isidro fala, cara, você tem que pegar IA pra resolver teus corno jobs, cara. Se você não fizer isso daí, você tá fudido. E, cara, funciona muito bem você tentar resolver seus corno jobs, cara. Funciona muito bem. É uma maravilha fazer isso. Quando eu tiver uma coisa um pouco melhor do que beta, aí eu volto aqui pra mostrar pra vocês. Quando tiver uma interface bonitinha e tal, essas coisas
Por
assim.
favor.
E
Eu
quando eu
quero ver isso
resolver
aí.
alguns problemas ali do slicing, que ele tá corrompendo alguns arquivos, aí eu trago aqui. Mas é isso, cara. Tem que usar IA pra resolver esses pormenores que a gente demora muito tempo pra fazer, muito trabalho massivo, né? Aí é que é uma delícia mesmo de se usar IA. Que assim, fora isso, ser bem sincero, delegar tarefa complexa pra IA, você tá ferrado, cara. Que a IA vai falhar e vai colocar em risco, às vezes, alguma operação sua do seu trabalho. Então é bom sempre tomar cuidado com isso daí, senão a gente tá ferrado.
É, você tem esse ponto também, né? Aí tem
Tem.
que ver, né? Esse pessoal aí que fica usando Open Cloud, como que é? Cloudbot, esses multibot, essas novas ferramentas de AI aí, de agentes, cara, para ler e-mail, para putz, fazer um monte de coisa, mano. Eu não tenho coragem, não.
Cara,
Sinceramente,
eu uso o Gemini no meu trabalho para responder meus e-mails.
cara,
Tem o Google Workspace lá e assim, o Google Workspace não usa o
da Google,
teu,
mas
o
usar uma
teu.
ferramenta que você coloca, você carrega a sua API que dá acesso livre para ela mexer no seu desktop, nas suas contas, etc. Uma ferramenta meio, sei lá, desconhecida ainda, eu não tenho coragem.
Sim, lógico, eu não vou confiar com qualquer coisa, mas, por exemplo, eu peço para ele pegar os e-mails dos meus clientes e falo, cara, eu preciso responder um e-mail nesse contexto aqui. Então ele já me dá as coisas direitinho. E eu pego o vídeo de treinamento, peço para ele fazer a transcrição. Então, assim, com o plugin lá do Google Workspace, o Gemini trabalha muito bem, cara. Não tenho nada o que reclamar até agora, viu?
Aí sim.
Então,
Massa
assim,
demais.
Tem um use
cara,
case muito.
dá para você delegar? Então, pô, delega, cara. Se for tarefa simples, delega pra IA fazer, cara. É a melhor coisa que você faz.
Fechamos, pessoal? 69 minutos
Fechou,
já.
galera.
Eu vou estopar aqui a gravação e só recados finais. É, divulgar, divulgar, né, esse trabalho nosso na comunidade. Quem puder compartilhar no LinkedIn. Quem puder também aparecer aqui no sábado. Aqui vulgo no YouTube ou no LinkedIn para acompanhar a palestra, aquela moral. E já adiantado, que eu não sei se semana que vem vai ter. Quem pode responder essa pergunta é o Renato. Eu desejo um bom carnaval adiantado, porque eu não sei se quinta-feira que vem terá esse encontro. E é isso, pessoal. Bom descanso a todos. Mais uma vez, parabéns, Doug. Ficou muito bacana essa POC, cara.
Obrigado, hein, pessoal.
Valeu, turma. Bom descanso. Boa noite.